So it looks like CFB has a time of on Deer Tier. It appears he has a
Should I like shit
125.04, which
post
is a
and speed
very,
limit
very
chat the
fast
whole
time
time? Like every item fan
for
fan.
those unfamiliar with the game.
Yeah, and runnerwatcher does not currently have a time, so.
I'm looking at Deer Tier right now. It looks like recently he has uploaded a 133.55.
Oh, that's good. That's good. There, I was looking at our sheet where we used to do all the seating, so he had no time there. So this should be a close race then.
I hope so. I believe both of these runners will be opting for the old route, so they will be most likely fighting Crocmire early on, grabbing Grapple Beam, and going through from there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they, what both of them bring to the table here. Looking over their splits, I can't quite tell, but we'll see where they go and how they end up. Both players making their way up the shaft here, with respectable times there.
Both players now touching down on planet Zebes.
Yeah, and like all races, they're gonna go and they're gonna collect the morph ball, they're gonna collect the missiles, then they're gonna collect the bombs, and then from there, their route can vary.
Ideally, both players will be collecting 100% of the items.
That's true. That's true. Given this is a 100% race.
Ooh, a very spicy strat from CFB, going for a couple downbacks there.
Yeah. Yeah, runner watcher missing that down back there.
Still right on his tail.
Yeah, it's very close. It's very, very close.
I mean, we are only about 3 minutes in, so anything could happen.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I think the most technical area that's where the runners will be separated is definitely going to be Meridia.
Meridia is one of the most complicated sections of 100%. That and I believe wrecked ship. I think those are some of the most technical areas of the game, and if you're skilled at playing through this game, it can really reward you.
Yeah, I know. I keep practicing the wrecked ship mostly, so just there's a lot of rooms like the spiky death room that can get to you.
Oh, and we'll talk about that when we get there. The spiky death room, one of the most dangerous rooms in the game, very aptly named.
Especially in this 100% room.
It's got a lot of spikes and it's got a lot of death.
All accurate.
Looks like CFB going up the elevator and runner watcher right behind him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, as we approach the climb here, one of the most, I find one of the most skillful sections of the game because it's very easy to lose your momentum as you're going up here on wall jumping, and it's so hard to recover. But it looks like CFB is making his way up and not having any problem.
Yeah.
Again, runner watcher right behind him.
Yeah, right on his heels. Taking a little bit of a non-standard strat there by hitting that platform and then going up, but still very effective for him.
Absolutely, it's one of those rooms where as long as you're consistent, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, just being able to get through it fast is very, very important, and both players have done a very decent job getting through that room.
CFB with a bombs time of 4:52, just so impressive, so fast, down grabbing those platforms and just unbelievable, very tight movement.
Showing off with a little bit of infinite bomb jumping there.
And a very textbook bomb chorizo fight from
nice.
CFB.
Yeah, very nice. He grouped those missiles off the eggs that the chorizo shot and picking them up and taking them out in one round there.
Runner Watcher also with a textbook bomb chorizo fight.
Yeah,
Exiting the room at about 4:59. So you'll notice that trick that Runner Watcher just did, Alcatraz, the first really impressive speedrun trick of the run, going through not the intended bomb escape, but while jumping your way through that little morph ball tunnel. Takes some time to learn, very challenging.
Yeah, very, very challenging. I still miss it myself. It takes me about 2 attempts, so...
It usually takes me many more than 2 attempts. I find that sometimes it would be faster to just go with intended bomb escape, but, you know. CFB coming into the room with the super missiles there. I'm not quite sure the name of it.
Yeah, very, very nice. He's gonna get this damage boost off that waiver there.
Again,
nice.
Very tight movement.
Yeah.
Runner Watcher also getting that mock ball first try. Very impressive.
Yeah, let's see how he does with the damage boosts here.
Looks like he's forgoing the damage boost in lieu of just running past. But again, whatever's consistent for you is probably the safest thing to do in a race.
Yeah, the damage boosts are definitely much faster, but it really doesn't matter as long as you can get across that room.
Ooh, and CFB just barely missing that mock ball in the return.
Yeah, that is a very tight mock ball. It's very difficult to get.
I'm not sure what it is about that mock ball, but every time I miss it, I get so angry.
I wouldn't get angry when I miss it. It is not an easy mock ball.
It's very challenging. But it's just because the gate is just taunting you. It's right there. It's saying, come through, let's go. And then you try and you just miss it.
Yeah, I constantly jump up way too high. Oh, getting caught by the gate runner watcher again. That's just such a tough mock ball. CFB making his way into Pink Prince Star. Gonna go down and collect Charge Beam here.
CFB with a very fast charge time of 8:32.
Yeah, anything under 9 minutes is very respectable. Very good time. CFB coming up on the new bridge. Can he run?
Fortunately for him, he did remember to hold run as he went across the bridge. CFB opting for a damage boost in that room a couple rooms before Spazer. I find it's a very tight damage boost, very challenging to get consistently.
Yeah, I don't even try for it. It's very tough. Off the particles from those guys.
And Runner Watcher also remembers to hold run. Well done.
Yeah, see, Runner Watcher also didn't go for that damage boost. It's very tight. It's very hard to get that. So, he's still got to cross that room with decent speed. So
10:30 spazer time, not bad. Or 10:28, my mistake. Looks like CFB is just now entering the room, a couple rooms right before Kraid.
yeah, he's gonna get rid of these space pirates and then blow away Mini Kraid here, and he'll be all set to go in for Kraid. What we'll be looking for is a Kraid quick kill. See if he does. I think he should do the 2 missiles and the 3 supers, but we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, I believe his only option to get the quick kill is the 2 missiles and 3 supers right now because he only has 3 supers. So we'll see. But it is harder to get than the charge shot and 4 supers strat.
Yeah.
And he nails it. Well done.
We'll see what strat Runner Watcher goes for as he heads that way. And this is exciting. These 2 runners are very close still.
Yeah, Runner Watcher a couple rooms behind, but he could certainly make up that time. There's still, I want to say, about an hour and 20 minutes to go. Maybe less than that.
Yeah, this is still anybody's race. Very nice making his way up there out of the party room.
Ooh, and Runner Watcher with the quick kill. Very nicely done.
Yeah, he went for the charge shot there, but still getting the quick kill is what's important there.
Yeah, I find the strategy with 2 missiles and 3 supers, it's faster, but because you're not firing that charge shot, Kraid can move his hand around, and that I find that I fire the super missiles right into his hand instead of his face, which slows me down a little bit.
Oh yeah, it is much less consistent, but when it works, it works. Very nice as CFB makes his way down to pick up high jump boots here. And Runner Watcher just missed that mock ball. That is very tight mock ball to get, but landing on the platform there, right out of the mouth, is very important to be able to pick that up and keep going. Otherwise, you can drop down and fall down in that hole and just lose a ton more seconds.
I would like to point out Runner Watcher only about 5 seconds ahead of his PB right now, but I've got a good feeling about this run. He's playing very well.
Yeah, both players, their movement's very, very tight. CFP just has that edge right now, but you never know what with the wreck ship still coming.
Wreck ship in Meridia, anything could happen.
Oh yeah.
CFB entering Bubble Mountain right now. Probably one of the most infuriating rooms of the game if you mess it up. But he just gets through there, no problem.
I remember spending hours on this room as a kid.
I remember spending hours in this room yesterday. Ooh, and Runner Watcher making up a bit of that gap with a faster Cathedral strat, nailing that jump. It's a very precise jump to get up through there. It's even faster if you get the mock ball, but making up any sort of gap here is what he needs to do right now. He's got a very nice super count going into this next section of the game, so he shouldn't have to farm too long before Crockmire, which is very crucial at this moment.
Yeah, that's very good. We'll see what strat he goes for when they go down to Crocomire as well. Whether they opt to shoot him with 2 missiles and or a missile and a super real quick, or just charge beam him away.
Nicely done, Runner Watcher. That is a very good bubble mountain.
Yep. CFB making his way over to pick up Wave in the meantime.
Yeah, this room right before Wave, I don't know what it is about it, but gives me a lot of grief. But CFB getting through there with no problem.
Yeah, it's very easy to fall. Either just miss those platforms or go through them. It's,
Yeah, those platforms so frustrating because you can just if you try to ledge grab them or if you turn when you're falling through them, you just fall straight through them.
And you drop down to the bottom, and that is a giant waste of time.
Yeah, my strategy for when that happens, my backup is usually just reset.
Well, we won't be seeing resets today.
I certainly hope not. Ooh, and of note, Runner Watcher correcting the door transition saves quite a bit of time, actually. And he's not going to have to farm too long up there. That's kind of a good time save.
Yeah, 28 missiles and 4 supers. That's very good ammo.
Oh my goodness, CFB. Looks like he's going for New Route right now. He's skipping Crocomire, and he's going to be fighting him later. My mistake, everybody. I had assumed he was going for Old Route, but this is crazy.
Well, with that 120 time, this ought to be good. We'll see how he does with the ice clip when it comes up. Very nice speedball into the room before ice beam.
That speedball, it's such a precise trick, I find, and it just looks so impressive when it works. Saves so much time going into that room.
I've only ever got it once. Nice recovery from Runner Watcher to get back up on those platforms.
I see he opted not to go for my strat of resetting. Also, it appears he is 30 seconds ahead of his personal best, so we are seeing such an amazing run from Runner Watcher right now.
That's fantastic.
Will he go for Crocomire?
I think he will.
Looks like he's heading down that way.
Yeah, I think strategically for him, that's probably the smart move. I think he's a newer runner, so.
Yeah, and if you go for those unaware, going for the New Route requires clipping through a wall using the ice beam, and the trick is very precise and requires a bit of a setup. So when most people first start running this game, they typically go for fighting Crocomire first.
Yeah, missing it once means you lost any of the time that you would have saved going down to not getting grapple beam.
CFB opting not to go for Alpha Spark, probably trying to save a bit of his health for Fantoon. Going into this section of the game with only 3 energy tanks can be pretty dicey. This Fantoon fight, like, anything could happen.
Yeah, well, with Oceanfly coming up for him, I think that might be a good choice to save some health.
Crocomire not being that nice to Runner Watcher right now. Giving him a few swipes. But there we go. Now he's down. Well done, Runner Watcher.
Yeah, Crocomire's always going to swipe at you, just cause. Does he get this wraparound shot?
Sure does.
Looks like it was good.
The wraparound, one of my favorite tricks in the game, opening doors from the other side of the room, allows him to charge a Shine Spark going through this door without actually opening it from the right side of the room. Or, excuse me, left side of the room.
Yeah, Wild had a very good technical explanation of that earlier. Now there's a copy of the room on each side of the room, and you can shoot through it with your fully charged beam.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Picking up a few of the drops there and then going for the spark. Ooh, does he get it? Ooh, unfortunately, straight upwards.
Goop Spark up. That is always unfortunate.
It's not a huge time loss, though. Gives him the chance to farm right there and pick up some supers, so he's not going to have to farm on his way out.
No, it's not a terrible loss, but a couple of seconds. Which is, if he wants to win this race, stuff he needs to pick up.
They're going to start adding up, certainly.
Interesting thing another interesting thing to see is if he will get the missiles up here before or after he picks up the grapple beam, depending on how comfortable he is with the grapple strats.
Looks like he's going for it first. I really enjoy watching this strat because coming out of the grapple room, there is a very, very precise mock ball that you can get going under those speed booster blocks there. It's so impressive to watch every time.
Oh, CFB hitting the door, missing Ocean Fly. It looked good. His setup really looked good. But nice recovery to fly to spark over the ocean there.
And on the bright side, that does save him just a little bit of energy.
Yeah, 30 energy is the savings, if I understand it correctly. Let's see if he gets this D-boost on the way back. This is a very tricky D-boost off of these spikes here. Nope, he doesn't. He just opts to skip it.
Going for the consistent strategies there, which is what you should be doing in a race.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to spark right up here. He sparked into the door. How unfortunate. That spark is the fastest way to get up and out of here, but...
Again, saving a bit of health there, though.
Yeah, it does save health. He's going to have to farm less here, so his numbers are really, really good with 40 missiles, 5 supers, and 5 power bombs. He's full supers, full power bombs right now, and his health is decent at 305. So, he's going to come up and onto these same sparks to get to the wreck ship that CFB just did a little while ago. So we'll see how he does with them.
Yeah, CFB fighting Fantoon right now. He nailed the first X Factor, but it looks like Fantoon giving him some grief over the patterns. Started off with the slow, and it looks like he's getting another slow. Misses the shot, unfortunately. Opting to Doppler for the second round of Fantoon. Nails it, however. So, a very good Fantoon there.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Coming out of there with 43 energy, which is, in my opinion, a little dubious when you're entering the spiky room of death.
Well, he does have reserves, so we'll see how much he has in reserve there.
True, but and he's got the Fantoon drops as well.
Yep. So 153 is okay, plus his reserve. So if he does spiky death room optimally, then he won't lose very much.
Very clean gap skip there by CFB.
Yeah, that's very technical. The timing on that is very tight. Oh, Runner Watcher going for Alpha Spark here, and very nice, gets it.
Again, would like to point out, Runner Watcher 36 seconds ahead of his personal best right now. Let's see how long he can keep up this lead against his PB.
Yeah, that's just great. Looks like he's turned off Spazer, so he's probably gonna X Factor Fantoon here.
Yeah, it's also very important to turn off Spazer for this hero shot right here. Ooh,
yeah.
Unfortunately, it gets snagged by the Zoomer. However, still a very, very nice recovery up the red tower. Very clean. CFB entering spiky room.
There we go.
Oh my goodness, that is such a precise strategy there. Wow.
Nice.
That was cutting it very close. Exiting that room with 25 health.
Yeah, he did get clipped by one of those spike platforms, but that speedball that he carried through
he's
there.
Got 10 health. CFB, be careful.
Well, he still does have his reserve, so I don't know.
Let's
how
just
much
hope he doesn't fall in the water. CFB, no. 60 health, 52.
Those fish do a lot of damage. No, CFB, come on.
It looks like it's a three-way race here between CFB, Runner Watcher, and my heart, as it's just racing right now.
He made it. There we go.
Holy crap, 52.
He's got that E-tank, and that's going to give him good cushion to get out of here. We'll see how he manages his health to get up to the gauntlet. don't let your heart go down just yet.
Very clean wrecked ship by CFB. Very impressive.
Yeah, he still has to navigate through the attic here, but it's been very, very good for. He's been very consistent at this so far. So
yeah, the attic, one of the most technical rooms in the game, I find. It's there's a lot of variability in the strategies you can do here, and some of them save so much time.
Yeah.
Some of them, unfortunately, if you make the slightest bit of error, though, it costs you so much.
Yeah, the fastest way through that is the Shine Spark, but it looks like he's opting for just missiling or supering all the enemies in here and saving a lot of health, probably for the upcoming gauntlet that I mentioned.
And CFB is entering the robots right now. Probably the most frustrating room in the game for me. These robots never let me pass through them, and they always start walking the opposite direction, and I get really mad at the game.
Yeah, you got to turn around and shoot them. Runnerwatcher catching that the spark over the ocean. Very nice.
Yeah, Runnerwatcher, he's going to be entering Fantoon very shortly. Oh, and of note, again, 1 minute ahead of his personal best. We could see a new PB from Runnerwatcher.
Definitely. And we don't really know who is winning this race just yet. We think it's CFB, but he has not yet fought Crocomire and got all the grapple beam and other stuff down there at the bottom. So, this is still, potentially a very tight race.
Runnerwatcher entering Fantoon right now.
And CFB picking up the missiles on the mountain. We'll see if B do the new strat that sets up the two robots here under the bowling room. That will be interesting to see if he... Nope, looks like he's going to spark right across it.
And Runnerwatcher, a bit of a misstep with his X-Factor on Fantoon here, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's going to cost him. You can't shoot while those particles are still flying around.
A very clean recovery, though. Very good. Nails the second X Factor. Fantoon not being very kind with his patterns here, unfortunately.
Now, both players got very slow patterns, so...
Fantoon notorious for costing runners time just based on RNG alone.
Or runs. In any percent, this is where runs just end.
Fantoon is where any percent runs go to die. And a very clean kill by Runnerwatcher. Nicely done.
Yeah, those X particles still flying around, but that's okay. It doesn't matter anymore. By the time the door opens up, they'll be gone.
They're here to send a message.
Yeah, CFB picking up that reserve tank.
Making his way to gravity.
Yeah, Runnerwatcher has very good health here for the Spiky Room of Death coming up.
Let's hope he doesn't need it.
Ooh, unfortunately, he missiled that robot into the wall there, costing him a little bit of time because he has to wait for the robot to get away from the wall. CFB picking up the missiles under the ocean. He's going to make his way over to the ship and the gauntlet.
Do you think he's going to make a trip to the ship here?
Oh, for sure. He has to go to the ship. I don't think he's going to stop in the ship. Oh, looks like he's going to stop in the ship.
It looks like he has to. I think it takes about 250 energy to make it across the gauntlet spark without stopping. I might be mistaken about that, but yeah, you need a significant amount of energy to make it through there.
Yeah, his life was close, but I think with the 2 sparks, yeah, that spark up and this, that would have cost him too much health. So, all right, here's that spark.
Runner Watcher making it through the spiky room.
Yeah, took only 1 hit from those moving platforms, but made it through. You know, he had a very comfortable margin with over 300 health there, or 300 energy. So,
very true, but I'm sure most of us Hundo runners are very familiar with going to the spiky room with about 300 health and not making it out. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Nice job, Runner Watcher. 47 seconds ahead of his personal best. Very nicely done.
CFB coming up for that gauntlet spark.
Nails it.
Yeah, that is a very technical spark.
Ooh, and Runner Watcher having a little bit of difficulty making it through Spiky Room the other way around.
Yeah, he's gonna wanna
losing
watch out
3 energy tanks. That is going to cost him.
Yeah, especially with all those sparks and the attic coming up. He'll probably make a stop at the ship to refill.
Oh, absolutely. Opting for the safer strat with the power bomb, going for the shine spark.
Yeah, I like that power bomb strat.
There's a couple other strats that are a little faster, but I find they just never work for me. So I like going for that one too.
Yeah, CFB making his way down to Brinstar for some cleanup.
Robots giving Runner Watcher quite a bit of grief.
Yeah, he might not be familiar with clipping through them, so just shooting them like that is going to be the fastest way if you're not ready or you're not prepared to do those clips.
That being said, if he's prepared to make a stop at the ship anyways, he's not worried about his missile count.
Yeah, that's also true because the ship will refill not only his health but his ammo as well.
He's going to be a little low on health going into the bowling room here.
Yeah, he might farm on some of those enemies just before the bowling room.
Ooh, and another shine spark from Runner Watcher here. His health's getting pretty low here.
Yeah, that's very dangerous, especially before bowling. So we'll see. You know what he might do? He might grapple across the bowling room, and that will save him all of his health.
Often underutilized intended strategy.
Yeah. Well, it is slower. CFB picking up that mock ball out of the power bombs there in the bottom of Green Brinstar. It's very tight mock ball.
Yeah, and it's also very important that you actually get that mock ball, as it saves you from falling down that little platform there, which saves you about 5 seconds.
Yeah,
very understated mock ball.
Yeah, you fall halfway down that shaft. If you want to see somebody fall down that shaft, stick around and watch me later.
Make sure to follow Cerberoth so that you can watch him fall down the Green Brinstar shaft. Oh, you've got a race coming up right after this, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, Runner Watcher just missiling everything in sight. Get out of my way. Again, he probably doesn't care about his ammo because he knows he's going to refill at the ship here.
Yeah, opting for just a little bit of farm so he can jump across the. I'm assuming so that he can. Oh, he's opting for the grapple strat. Just wants to keep his health pretty safe here.
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea for him, I think. Yeah. CFB making his way, picking up those Spo supers. Then.
Yeah, opting to open the door from the other side instead of fighting Spore Spawn.
Jeez, I wonder why.
Has anybody fought Spore Spawn in these races yet?
No. No, we will hopefully never see him in this tournament.
Yeah, the often unseen DLC boss.
Oh, I think runnerwatcher power bombed a little bit early there. I don't think he got all the blocks. Yeah, he had to lay another power bomb there. And there's CFB picking up those missiles down by the charge beam. No, we didn't forget him earlier.
Yeah, it's actually faster to grab them later on as you're waiting for that power bomb to explode anyways, so you might as well pick up some missiles while you're waiting.
Yep, save just a couple of seconds.
Every frame counts in these races.
Oh, for sure.
Looks like runnerwatcher picking up the swimsuit right now. So here's a question for you, Cerberoth. How many times have you shot the gravity suit and then ran straight through it?
0, actually. I've never done that. I didn't even know you could do that.
It's probably my favorite way to kill a run, is you can actually shoot the gravity suit, and then you'll just run straight through it, and then straight through the door, thinking that you got it, but you didn't, and then you have to go through X ship again.
I pray I never encounter that.
Perhaps one of the most demoralizing ways to kill a run.
I don't know. You haven't watched me too much. I die in all sorts of ways.
Oh, and CFB going for Blockbuster. Very good attempt, but just barely bonking the door.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is a great strat. Very technical, but a great strat.
I don't know how much time it saves, but boy, it sure looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. That's the big thing with that strat. Yeah, here's runnerwatcher going to the ship. Opting not to save. Very nice shine spark up there. Again, just missiling his way through everything. Watch CFB as he gets these Main Street missiles here. That is a very technical spark to get down there. Very, very tight. That short charge. All right. Did runnerwatcher get the door?
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. That is beautiful when it works out like that. CFB picking up the Mama Turtle tank and these Mama Turtle missiles. Boy, for casuals, how do you find those missiles?
There's quite a few of those. It just doesn't make any sense as to why you would look there. That's why we have the X-ray scope.
Yeah, I remember as a kid getting 100%, and I tell you, I can't tell you how I found those missiles there. It had to have just been by accident.
Oh, for me, the one that I struggled with was Main Street missiles. I couldn't for the life of me figure out how you would get speed booster through that segment.
So I eventually figured out you could go into the door at the bottom there and then open up the green gate and then speed booster into the next room and then keep your spark.
Yeah, I did the same thing. It took me about a couple years to figure that out. As soon as I figured it out, I called my best friend and I said, "Hey man, I figured it out. We can get 100% now."
that's exactly the same for me. Took me forever to figure that out.
1999 was a different time.
That's very true. Yeah, runnerwatcher now going down to pick up the super missiles, the E-tank, and the power bombs down here at the bottom of Green Brinstar. Oh, that's interesting. CFB is counting the items that he's collected in the chat as he plays.
My favorite is splitting for every item, having 101 splits.
101.
Well, you got to have an end split too.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Very nice with those damage boosts to get through that room down there with all the
CFB, he's also approaching Botwoon right now. He's a couple rooms away, but we'll see how it goes.
Very nice. Runner Watcher also getting that mock ball out of the power bombs there at the bottom of Green Brinstar. Yeah, here comes CFB on Botwoon. Will he start off with the X Factor? Yes, he will. Oh, he just misses it. Oh, that's going to cost him some time. Opting now to just super him.
Nailing nearly every shot there. That's very good Botwoon fight. Very good recovery for not hitting the X Factor.
Yeah, it's tough. His hitbox is not very big, and it's only on his head.
Yeah, and his tail will curve around, and it will just try to ruin your day.
Yes. Every Botwoon is segmented, and every segment basically has its own box, so it can easily get in your way. It's very annoying if you're not familiar with that fight. Like me. Deathbringer, an X Factor is a special charge beam with the wave beam. So each of the beams has a special kind of thing that you can pull off when you select the power bombs, and then you fully charge up with that particular beam. So you have to have that beam and charge beam enabled, and you'll get what's called an X Factor. It's used when fighting Fantoon. It's used here when fighting Dragon. It's used when fighting Botwoon. It's used all over the place.
Looks like CFB did nail the full halfie. He's fighting Dragon right now. CFB, Runner Watcher opting to skip Spore Spawn.
No surprises there. Very nice spark out of that room.
Ooh, and CFB, so close. He should be getting the blue suit pretty quick here.
Oh, that spark was just too low. Hit through. You gotta hit through.
And he nails it. Dragon is down.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Looks like he's not gonna opt to get the flash suit, which is fine. He just has to be careful not to hit run.
CFB has to be very mindful of his health here, as he's got Only one energy tank left, but he is coming up on the boss boom tank, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, we'll see if he picks it up here or he waits till later.
Wisely choosing to pick it up now.
Yeah, it's not a time loss to pick it up now. So, you know, with his health being where it is, why not?
Very impressive quick fall by CFB.
Yeah, that is tough with the sand physics if you don't understand how to get it.
And you'll notice that runnerwatcher just laid a power bomb right there for seemingly no reason. The reason for that is so that it opens that power bomb door that's hiding in the top right corner of that room, so that he doesn't have to power bomb it later.
And that saves a couple of seconds. It's faster when you come back there later at the end, toward the end of the run. CFB making his way into the sand pits and down toward. He's gonna be. Oh, Runner Watcher missing that blockbuster too. Unfortunate. So here it comes up for CFB. He's heading towards this spring balls after he picks up this power bomb, and we'll see how he does on this ice clip.
Yeah, the ice clip coming up, probably one of the most nerve-wracking tricks in the game, because it's pretty much the only reason that new route is possible.
Yeah, and one miss of it, and you
Ooh, and he misses the first try, has to reload the room. Can still save time here.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tight.
Gets it second try. Well done.
Yeah. And we get to see Shaq Tool yet again. Runner Watcher having a little bit of trouble trying to pick up those Main Street missiles.
Yeah, that short charge there, a little bit tough.
Yeah. There, he's got it now.
Ooh, and Runner Watcher should have got that jump going up the fish tank here. Very impressive strategy.
Yeah, that's very nice. Coming into Mama Turtle Room, pick up the E-tank there.
CFB grabbing the bouncy ball.
We'll see how many spring ball strats he knows. I think if this item was not so far out of the way, it would definitely be used a lot more when playing this game.
One of the most unfortunately underutilized items in the entire game.
And one of the most ridiculously powerful as well.
What's,
Very nice. Oh,
what's your favorite item, Cerberoth?
My favorite item? It's space jump or screw attack, probably. Maybe can I combine them?
Unfortunately not. I'd have to go with X-ray scope.
X-ray scope? Oh, you must like glitching the game out.
Oh yeah. Runner Watcher grabbing crab supers while CFB coming up in plasma here.
Yeah. Very nice spark there. Getting up to the aqueduct here.
Runner Watcher firing some missiles at that crab. That's a good choice.
Yeah, that guy always gets in the way. Best to just get rid of him. Oh, that was a very nice jump up there in that room there by Runner Watcher.
Yeah, perhaps one of the most frustrating rooms in the entire game. CFB coming up on Cacatac Alley here. This can be one of the most technically impressive rooms in the entire game. Let's see if he gets it. Ooh, very close.
Still, that was very good, very impressive. Making his way through there with almost no trouble at all. And oh, he just missed that quick fall. He got it earlier. Let's see if he does the speedball strat to get up to the supers and the missiles and the supers in the aqueduct. Looks like he's gonna try for it.
Oh my goodness, and he gets it. Well done.
That is a very tough strat, and you can easily soft lock the game there, and just your run is over.
One of the most tragic soft locks to get caught between those speed booster blocks.
Oh.
Looks like Runner Watcher opting for the aqueduct items very early on.
Yeah, it depends on how comfortable he is with Bot Wound. He might just want, the additional supers, and it costs a couple of seconds to pick them up there, but if he wants those extra supers to help him out with Bot Wound, that might be the option for him.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
CFB is picking up the last few items here in Meridia. He's going to make his way down into Norfair now.
Ooh, Runner Watcher going for the X Factor, getting all but one particle. Very unfortunate.
So close. So close.
Botswoon being very generous with his patterns, and Runner Watcher being an absolute sharpshooter with his super missiles. Nailing Botswoon very quickly. 2 rounds. Looks like he's going to go for the halfie here. Perhaps even the full halfie.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, and just barely misses the Shine Spark there.
Yeah, you only have 3 seconds once you activate your spark to use it. So getting up that wall is very tight timing.
Yeah, the halfie, one of the most challenging tricks in the entire game.
Oh, for sure. I have never hit it.
And a very nice speedball from CFB, just showing off a little bit there.
Hey, you got to get them swag points in somewhere.
Runner Watcher entering Dragon right now.
Yeah, looks like he's going to try Shine Spark kill with Dragon. That is the fastest way.
I always opt for the grapple strat because I'm really bad. Ooh, and just barely missing the spark there. He's going to go back for it.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable with those Shine Sparks, because they are very tight, the grapple kill is definitely faster.
Yeah, grapple kill, the second fastest way you can kill Dragon. That being said, if he manages to hit the Shine Spark method, he'll be getting Blue Suit. Looks like he's opting for grapple, however.
Yeah. At this point in time, I think he feels like he's used enough time, and he might as well go this route and just, get it over with.
We could be seeing a PB here from Runner Watcher as well, so he might just want to play it safe.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why he's going to opt for the grapple here. He wants that time.
And of note, CFB with the Chronic Spark, very impressive.
Yeah, that's tough to get. Fried space shrimp, indeed.
CFB showing off a little bit again with a little bit of a speedball.
Yeah, that's the best way to go through that room, having the blue suit there while you are space jumping through that room, because those flame pillars, you can just go right through them. They will not damage you.
Coming up on Golden Teresa right now.
And let's hope he does not miss the missile pack in here. Otherwise, he will have to go around and get it.
That's why it's best to enter Spring Ball as you're going through there, because if you just hold A, then you don't fall through those crumble blocks, as I have been known to do.
Yeah, I actually prefer to space jump through there. I never miss it that way, but whenever I try to spring ball it, I consistently miss it.
He's going for the, I believe this is the fastest way that you can kill Golden Teresa. If you stand right next to him and crouch and shoot directly upwards, every plasma shot will hit him twice.
Yeah, it takes only 8 shots that way. It is definitely the fastest way to kill Golden Teresa. He is a joke when you understand how to do that.
Positioning is very tight, however, and he does manage to get the Shine Spark immediately afterwards. This is the fastest way out of here, I believe.
For sure. It's very nice. Oh, missing that green gate.
Looks like he's taking just a little bit of time to set up for fast pillars.
Yeah, that's a little bit faster than Screw attacking through the pillar, so... And he's got plenty of health at this point in time, so... Worst room in the game.
In the meantime, Runner Watcher exiting the pants room and into Shack Tool. This room is it's a really great room for checking your Snapchat and your Facebook.
Or anything else. Bathroom break. Oof, CFB making sure not to hit those crumble blocks there after coming out of the Mickey Mouse room.
Very important, because that's a very easy way to lose about 2 minutes.
Again, I hope Runner Watcher, he's shooting Shack Tool. I hope he doesn't kill him. If he does, he will have to exit the room and come back in.
I believe he's just teasing Shack Tool just a little bit, putting him in his place.
It would be very unfortunate if he kills him before he finishes breaking all the blocks.
How many times have you done that, Sir Roth?
Once or twice.
I've done it exactly once, and never again. You learn real quick that all you do in that room is stand there.
Yes. The second time was definitely by accident.
CFB with the power bombs of shame.
Not so shameful in 100%. You need to pick those up.
A very nice Kago.
Yeah, that's also a difficult strat.
Ooh, opting for grouping the metal pirates does... Oh, wow! That's such an impressive strategy to see.
Yeah, that's... It's definitely very nice. And it only takes 2 shots, period, to get through them. Here's Runner Watcher coming up on Plasma Beam.
Meantime, CFB entering Ridley. Let's see if you can make quick work of him.
Yeah, it takes 20 charged plasma shots at this point in time in the game with all the weapons that he has. So, let's see how... The question is, how many supers is he going to use? He only has 16, so he might not want to use too many because there are not that many super packs left in the game to pick up at this point in time. So, there are
at this point, I think it's much safer to simply use your plasma beam as, in case you botch the Metroid skip, it's important to have enough super missiles to crystal flash afterwards.
Yeah, plus the super doors that are left to open up.
Oh, absolutely. 18 super is a very respectable amount to exit Ridley with.
Yeah, he just clipped onto some of them, which was nice with that jump as he went in there to pick up the E-tank.
Runner Watcher going through Hack Attack Alley right now.
Yeah, he's making his way through very nicely.
Going for the Wasteland Speedball. Nails it. Nicely done, CFB. Runner Watcher making sure to grab that Bot Spoon E-Tank. You need that one.
Yeah, with 300 health there, it makes sense to pick it up.
Also, I believe he's already made one pass through Meridia, so this is his only opportunity to pick it up, unless he wants to go all the way around again.
Yeah. Yeah, because he does have the spring ball, so...
CFB wall jumping off that frozen enemy there. That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
You'll notice that Runner Watcher is morphing and unmorphing in the sand rooms. It actually saves you a few frames if you morph and unmorph there, because it forces Samus through the sand that much quicker.
Yeah, it moves her down a couple of pixels every time you do that. Oh, CFB is going for this strat. This is an amazing strat. Can he get it? Looks like his setup is really good. And he does. That strat, picking up those missiles with that speedball is just amazing every time.
It's such a precise trick.
Oh, it's ridiculously precise.
Runner Watcher making his way out of Meridia.
Yeah, he's gonna make his way down into Norfair.
Opting to get the Kraid missiles right now.
Yeah, it's a good time to go and get them. It's, not very out of the way to get them now.
Yeah, I like to get them early on because the amount of times that I have forgotten Kraid missiles, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, this is the time where I like to go get them because for exactly that reason. They are so easy to forget, and on the way out, you're thinking, I'm going to Torian.
Oh, and a very nice damage boost by CFB. Runner Watcher going for Ice Beam right now.
Yeah, this is the time to pick this up in this route. He's gonna pick this up and then he's gonna go down and pick up those missiles while he makes his way down to Lower Norfair.
And then it's on to Ridley.
Oh yeah. Fun times.
Ridley, not as challenging in 100% as he is in any percent, but that boss fight still gives me anxiety.
No, as I mentioned earlier, he takes 20 charged wave plasma ice shots. as compared to 60 with the plasma wave ice charge. I'm sorry, the spacer wave ice charge. I said plasma there.
Ooh, and a gold split from runnerwatcher. Well done. It looks like CFB is entering Crocomire right now. It's going to take one shot for him to end this fight. He's going for a bit of a swag here, heading right past Crocomire, saying, "See you later."
Yeah, the developers, did not really have this in mind when.
Yeah, this is unfortunately not the intended method to fight Crocomire, but it's the fastest, so that's what we do.
Absolutely fastest. One shot all the way back.
CFB going for the spike suit, not able to make it, unfortunately, but it is a very precise trick, and it's not going to cost him any time to go for it.
I think he has another shot at it before Crocomire gets over there.
He does indeed, as Crocomire flies through this wall here. Oh, and he unfortunately misses the spark.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, did he get it? I wasn't able to tell.
No, he didn't get it. He missed hitting the spike wall. He just sparked up there. runnerwatcher down in lower Norfair now. And he doesn't get the blue suit there, but he's still making his way through that room very quickly.
I'm not sure the name of this room, but Keku referred to it last run as the lavatory, which I think is hilarious. CFB grabbing grapple.
Yeah, this is definitely the fastest way to pick up grapple.
Oh no, runnerwatcher falling through the crumble blocks. He's gonna have to go all the way around.
That is exactly what we warned about earlier. You gotta watch it when you enter that room and come in there.
That is very tragic. I believe he would have been on PB pace were it not for that. He might still be able to make this up, but it's going to be really tight.
Yeah, that is a costly mistake. Oh, he's not quite in the right spot, and he needs to crouch there to get the full...
Still a very fast GT fight.
Yeah, again, when you're hitting him twice, it only requires 8 shots with that fully charged plasma beam, so... He's just taking a lot of extra damage that he doesn't really need to take. He does get the spark here, which is very nice. So he's going to spark up through this room here with the screw attack. And that is definitely the fastest way out of there.
Unfortunately, he does have to go all the way around. Very tragic.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate time cost.
In the meantime, it looks like CFB is making his way out of Norfair. Just a couple rooms to go here.
Yeah, these are the last missiles he has to pick up, and he is going to go clean up the rest of the items in Brinstar and Criteria, and make his way down to Torian.
Torian, one of the most nerve-wracking sections in the game. Lots of very intense tricks, lots of opportunities to soft lock the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely tight. All right, let's see if he takes it safer here with these. Yeah, opting to space jump over there. That's what I like to do. You do have to come to a full stop when you enter that room in order to be able to do that correctly with the space jump. If you try to run through the door and space jump over, you will miss it every time. CFB making his way over to pick up the X-ray. Either the most useful or the most useless item in the game. You can't tell which. Very nice fast pillars through for runner watcher there.
He's got to be careful here to make sure he doesn't fall through those crumble blocks again.
Oh, I hope he does not fall through those cumber blocks again. That would be another costly go around. That is not something he needs right now. And excellent, he makes it up there first try. That's... Are we going to get a reverse slinky from CFB here? Oh.
Perhaps one of the most challenging tricks in the entire game.
Oh.
Reverse slinky.
The hardest. The hardest. I would expect to see that only from Behemoth, Zost, Oats and Goats. Sweet Num loves that. You know, that caliber runner is where I would expect to see that. Even Wild Anaconda, he said the other day that he was trying to master that.
I think Runner needs to be very careful about his health right now as he is entering the wasteland with 3 energy tanks.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go to pick up the Fire Flea. It's basically a couple of seconds for a free refill. The Fire Flea E-Tank, that is.
That being said, he should have an opportunity to make up a bit of it at the Metal Pirates.
Yeah, we'll see. They definitely do give very generous drops. That might be what he's counting on. Oh, he does try to K-go through there.
Nicely done. Nailing the Space Pirate with 1 shot.
Yeah, he's taking it a bit safer, doing them one at a time, and I think with his health, that was a better strat for him.
Opting not to dive into the acid and run straight through. It is faster, but his health is very precarious right now.
Yeah, and he's taking a couple of hits from those enemies, which isn't good, but, you know, definitely less damage there than in that acid. So if he manages it correctly through Ridley here, he'll be able to pick up the E-Tank at the end, and he'll have no worries.
This Ridley fight, pretty dicey. I think he's fine, but he's got to be careful here. He's got 2 energy tanks left. I don't know what his reserves are like.
Yeah, I don't know what Meanwhile, CFB picking up the missiles under the old Turian.
Yeah, just tidying it up right now.
Yeah. Oh, runner watcher. You got me on the edge of my seat here.
I think he's got... Oh, yeah, and Ridley grabs him. He's good
got
to
him.
go.
That is exactly what he needed.
CFB with a very impressive backup strat. They're going for a short charge in that room with the super missiles. That is a very short charge that he managed to get. It looks like CFB coming up on the last missile pack in the game here. He should have all of his items.
Yep, this should be it.
And because he's been letting us know in chat his percentage, should be it.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting strategy to keep typing the number into chat.
Whatever works, it would be heartbreaking to hit 99% in a race.
Oh, I did that last week. I had a run going, and it was a great run for me, and I got to the end of the game and 99%, and I realized that I had never picked up the Crab Supers.
What a heartbreaking end.
Oh, I was depressed.
I had a 99% PB a couple weeks ago, and He's not pleased about that.
Yeah,
There's nothing more demoralizing.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was.
CFB coming up on the waiting room right now.
Yeah, runner watcher going to pick up that fire fleet E-tank that I mentioned earlier. That might have would have given him a lot more cushion to her for Ridley there, but it looks like he managed without picking it up, which was very nice, very good. Killing all those fire fleets, making the room very dark. Yeah, CFB turning off Varia and Screw Attack, so he's definitely going to go for a stand-up glitch, and is preparing for his appetite skip.
These Metroid rooms can be so impressive.
Yeah, it is definitely very...
Very nicely done by CFB.
Oh yeah, that room as well. Coming up on room number 3 here.
His super count is a little bit low, but I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, he'll probably opt to pick up some of the drops from these Metroids here. As you can see, that's exactly what he does. Is he picks up some of the drops, and they give very generous super drops typically. So. Runner Watcher making his way through the Musketeers.
Let's see if CFB can nail the Metroid skip.
Definitely very tough if you're not practiced with it. Looks like he's got a good
3
setup
jumps.
so far.
Wow, that was very bold.
Oh. Yeah, Runner Watcher getting another gold split through that Musketeers room.
Nicely done, Runner Watcher.
Yeah, he's behind his PB pace now, but it's still picking up gold splits is where you want to be.
Having a little trouble with the Zeb skip here, but he gets it on the second try. No worries. Nice recovery. And this is what it all comes down to for CFB. He has to nail this, and then he should be in there.
Yeah, Mother Brain takes just as many shots with that charged plasma wave ice beam as Ridley does, which is again 20. So you do have to be careful. You don't want to get hit too many times, as it will interrupt your charge, and that will slow you down.
Looks like he's got the stand-up glitch.
Yep. You do not want to be on the floor here. You also do not want to be all the way in that upper right corner.
There's a lot of places you don't want to be during the stand-up glitch. There's so many ways that you can soft lock here, and I find the best thing to do is just stand perfectly still, as you can see CFB doing right there.
Yeah. And then as soon as Mother Brain turns all the way brown or gray here, he'll be able to start shooting it and doing damage to her third phase. which makes it just that much faster. Saves 20 seconds in total, something like that. Runner Watcher going in to get that X-ray scope.
The best item in the game.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Its uses are definitely varied.
Runner Watcher with another gold split, and CFB wrapping up Mother Brain 3 right now.
Yeah, he has to be careful here not to shoot for too much longer. Otherwise, again, he'll soft lock, but yeah, here he stops, taking it very safe. 4 shots. 4 shots left over. That's very good.
A very clean MB3.
He's looking at maybe a 122 here.
Yeah, he's certainly on 122 or 123 place. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that's very close to his PB. There's that door that we talked about earlier that Runner Watcher opened up with a power bomb to get into Blue Brinstar. Saves the entire power bomb time. You don't have to wait for that animation.
Will he save the animals?
Oh, I hope not.
As we know, that would mean a disqualification from the tournament.
I don't know about that, but it's definitely...
I'm pretty sure he'd get disqualified, so we don't want to see that. Wisely choosing not to. Well done, CFB.
I don't know. Becky went to the ship and then went back earlier, so... Hopefully he just goes...
My apologies. 1:22:39 from CFB. What an amazing run.
Congratulations. Of course, we'll have to verify in the credits whether he actually got 100%, but should be no problems.
Runner Watcher grabbing the Billy Mays missiles, but wait, there's more.
I like that. I like that you call them that.
An in-game time of 51 minutes. Very impressive.
That's a very good time. Oh, Runner Watcher trying to get that spark, but just missing it. The fastest way across this room actually is not the spark, it is space jumping, but the space jumps are so tight. You need to be so precise with it that it's just more effective to spark through. You're going to be way more consistent to get across that room.
It also looks so much more impressive to spark across there.
Oh yeah, by far and away. It always looks impressive when you spark.
Even if it's not faster, there's a few strategies that I do where I just spark because it looks cool. Runner Watcher wisely playing it safe right here.
Yeah, that's a good safety strat to kneel down and fire that charge shot. You will definitely get all 4 of them. The worst thing that can happen to you is to miss one of them or get the first one while it's while it's already jumped. You will just dead stop, and it is the worst feeling.
This would appear to be Runner Watcher's last missiles, last item to pick up. And with that, Runner Watcher should have 100%
Yeah, you should have 100% here.
100% of the items.
Yep. Just make his way up through the parlor here over to the Golden 4. He's not far behind his PB here, so this is a very good run for him.
Very impressive. If he has an amazing turn, we could see something happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here we have our Deer Force on CFB's screen coming up with his item collection right.
CFB with the 100%.
He does have it. Congratulations to him. He will win this race. But that does not mean that Runner Watcher has not put forth some great effort. Yeah, his golden statues there, that split for him to get to the Golden 4 was also a gold split. So he's got several gold splits here. You know, he should be very happy with this run.
Very solid run by Runner Watcher.
Yeah, while we're nearing the end here, be sure to stick around. We have 2 more races coming up. We have Crank Dud versus JC87 from group Crade Jet Skis. And in addition to that, we have Jack 879 versus yours truly in the group Team Spazer. And that's coming up at 11 o'clock.
Very much looking forward to that one.
Well, it'll be fun, if nothing else.
I'm certainly looking forward to watching you fall down the that green Brinstar shaft.
Oh, I guarantee it'll happen. And not for lack of trying, either. Oh, it looks like he's going for the grouping strat here, but he got hit by those... he needs regular bombs, not the... There you go, he got... Yeah.
Slight misstep causing him to get grabbed by those Metroids.
Yeah, cost him a little bit of time, but that's okay. He did eventually get the bombs to get them off of him. Let's see if he gets the Metroid skip here. Yeah, he has turned off. He has turned off the screw attack, so it looks like he is prepared for his Zeb skip. Looks like he's trying to get damaged by the side hopper. He might not want to, or he might not be trying to Metroid skip. Oh, and he
Yeah,
gets
and since he has Varia turned off, the Metroid is going to drain him at twice the rate. So, and he gets the strat of facing right, saving himself 40 whole frame.
It looked like he wasn't going to get it there for a second, but he did get it in the end, which is nice.
Very impressive.
Yeah, and what that is if you are facing left there, for some reason, Samus enters into a stand-up animation, and then when you're facing right, she skips over that stand-up animation, and you save the entirety of the frames of that animation. Yeah, Runner Watcher just choosing to missile through that door. He is kind of low on super missiles, only having now 6. Missing that first Rinka there. He might have to reset the room in order to get this.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Runner Watcher. Let's see if he can get it this time. Zeb Skip, one of the more challenging tricks to learn when you first start running this game. And he nails it. Nicely done.
Yeah, very nicely done. I have not yet mastered this trick.
Pumping Mother Brain full of missiles.
Taking quite a bit of damage while he does it, but that's okay. Still getting the job done.
With 14 energy tanks, I think he might be okay.
Oh, he's definitely a card. Will he go for the 144 missiles here to honor our very own Wild Anaconda? Looks like he might. Oh, he stopped shooting missiles now. Yeah, he's getting shot by Mother Brain here, and again, you know, you don't want to do that too much because it interrupts your charge when you get shot. You take that much longer.
It looks like he's gonna go for stand-up.
He does have the just over 700 energy, and that's exactly what you need. He didn't get it there. You need to get off the floor there. It's the timing between that is very, very, very quick. That's all right though. With the hyper beam, it's going to take 36 shots for him to finish off with this third phase of the Mud Brain here. CFB's time was 1:22:39.
And we should be wrapping things up very shortly here, as all that's left is Mother Brain 3 and then escaping the exploding planet Zebes.
Yeah, with the Hyper Beam, Mother Brain 3 is pretty much a joke. You can just stand in the corner and shoot her. With, 14 energy tanks, as you mentioned earlier, you can just tank hits.
Yeah, Runner Watcher's not going to have any trouble wrapping this up.
Yeah. The question is will he save the animals? I sure hope not.
I certainly hope not.
I like how we're on the same page with that.
So far, this is looking like a very clean escape from Runner Watcher.
Yeah. Let's see if he gets the spark here. Yep, very nice.
Very minor thing, but he managed to get hit by the Space Pirate's blazer there and jump through the door, holding onto his iframes, allowing him to wall jump through another Space Pirate in the following room. A very impressive trick and a very minor thing that not a lot of people would notice.
Yeah, and just saves him that much extra time. Will he go for Behemoth Spark or regular Spark? No, regular Spark. That's alright. They're equally as fast. Behemoth Spark just looks cool.
Will he go for the animals?
No. No, no. The answer to that is no.
Please don't. We're all depending on you, Runner Watcher.
Save those frames.
And he wisely makes the right choice in killing the animals.
Very nice. Runner Watcher dot dones with an SRL time of 1 hour and 37 minutes and 37 seconds. So congratulations to him. That is very good time for him. Congratulations to both of our runners.
All that's left is the credits right now. Make sure, as we're watching these and getting our deer forces ready, I'd like to remind everybody that should take the time to follow the runners. We've got CFB and Runner Watcher.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you follow these guys. Yeah, very respectable 1 hour and 3 minutes in game time.
I don't suppose you happen to remember how long it took you to beat this game for the first time.
Oh, it was so many years ago? No, I have no idea.
I have a file on my actually on my Super Metroid cartridge. It's currently at 17 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh, I've reset all my files over the years. Especially since I got into speedrunning.
Speedrunners all too familiar with resetting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be running on the actual console tonight, which is exciting. And then when
Very
I did the
exciting.
yeah,
Oh,
when I
your
did.
run-
What's that?
I'm sorry, your run's coming up in 10 minutes here.
Yes, it is. When I did the dab, I ran on emulator, but I've been practicing on the actual console, doing my runs on the actual console, and it's a very different beast.
Get your deer forces ready in the chat. We are coming up on the very end of the game here. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that Samus is a girl.
Shocking. It's only the third game that she's been a woman. Well, from when this game originally came out, anyway. Congratulations, Runner Washer, on getting his 100%. Excellent job, both of our runners. Make sure you follow these guys and stick around for our four-way race that is coming up at 11.
Coming up right away here. Yep. So again, huge congrats to both runners.
And I'll see you in a little bit.
I'd like to thank Sir Roth for commentating with me tonight. I'll be sticking around for the next race. It's going to be, as he mentioned, a Crank Dud versus JC, and then we've got Jack versus Cerberoth. So we've got about 10 minutes on that, so stick around for more Super Metroid action.